Welcome to News Insight on Landslide News. Today I got a fresh face here sitting with me, looking gorgeous, bright, with a papa's cap. His name is Peter Obi, my very, very good friend. Peter, you're welcome here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. And my guy, Philip Adu Odogu. Philip, you are looking nice.
Thank you.
Well done. Welcome, guys. It's a beautiful weekend. You guys are looking very sunny.
Yeah, it's been a week has been what it is.
It's a good week.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
a good weekend.
Okay. All right. What we normally have on this table is a Nigerian that want to work for everybody. Okay, the voice of dissent or opposition. If I can read what opposition means to you, opposition is resistance or dissent expressed in action or argument. That's one of the things that the present government doesn't really like right now. And one of the persons that provide that voice of dissent is Peter Obi, the last presidential candidate of the Labour Party. He branded that there are a lot of Yahoo Boys in government, and APC rose up and said that that is not verifiable and there are no evidence to support that his statements. Peter Obi telling them that they are Yahoo Boys in government, and APC saying it's not verifiable.
Of course, what do you expect from the ruling party? They should defend their party. I'm not surprised by the speech of the spokesperson of APC. He's doing his paid job. He's doing his work. So he should defend the party. But we should look at the issues that made Peter Obi say it. We should look at the personnel working in government. We should look at the appointment made by this government. Looking at those things, then you can ask Peter Obi to pinpoint why he made those statements. But jumping up to say that he's rascal by his statement, he's inciting people, I don't think that is the way out. Look at this critically and then ask him to come up with reasons why he made such statements.
Okay, when Peter Obi coughs, the APC stands still. There were other statements by somebody, article talk, but nobody takes it for, Amechi said the other day, we didn't really see anything coming up. But when Obi speaks,
most times he speaks with facts. He has the facts, he has the numbers.
Philip, please.
It's very interesting in fact, I'm glad that APC has responded through their publicity secretary, person of Bala Ibrahim. Yes, when Peter Obi spoke the last time, said there are Yahoo Boys in government, it was very clear, and we made it clear, yes, that through the APC government, it's a Yahoo government. We have the issue of the Nigerian Airway revival, wherein the Ethiopian Air was branded as Nigerian Airway and it was brought in and all of that. These are APC government. What do you call that? If Bala Ibrahim saying that Peter Obi doesn't know what he's saying, we don't need Peter Obi to tell us as Nigeria. We already know, and Obi merely confirm what we already know to the public. Are you getting me? So you see, yes.
The case of Better.
I was going to go to that, and many others. You understand? It's this APC they use 200 billion to cut glasses in this country. It's APC government.
And the present budget, where we have tires, this one,
50 billion to buy tires. It's APC government. Where do you sell tires for $50 million?
And this thing keeps recurring every year. And these cars are barely driven anyway.
Like you really capture it. This is a government who do not want any form of opposition. And that's what they are doing. They knew within themselves that what Peter Obi said is true. And they don't want the masses' consciousness to be awakened to the reality on ground. What Obi merely did is to reawaken the consciousness of the public to the reality on ground, what this APC government has brought upon us and what they are doing to us. In fact, if we have this institution, they should be picked up. And what happened to the former Minister of Aviation? Is there anything about it?
No.
What happened to the former SGF? Is there anything about it?
No.
So what happened to Beta Edu? Is anything apart from the fact that he was on leave of her office, and after she had be released from office to travel to France with the city president? Is that somebody who is being investigated that will be traveling with the government as an official, government official? What are you telling us? I mean, you know, when this thing, when these people start talking, excuse me, they are talking to fools. But again, it's a good thing that Nigeria is getting aware, and the awareness is being created. Obi has made it known, and those people who knew it before and they didn't take it serious, they now have a second thought, like myself. When he said it was then my mind went back to the Nigerian Airway that was rebranded with Ethiopian Air and all of that. So, and many Nigerians have come to say, but wait a minute, what kind of government do we have? Is it different from the Yahoo Boy that we see every day? It's not. So it is a confirmation.
Peter, Yaya Bello was being looked for inside Nigeria for months. EFCC couldn't get a hold of him. And we hear that he's playing football in a field in Kogi. And to crown it all, after he was arraigned, he was bailed, case is still in court. The FCT minister hosted him. And we say it is not the Yahoo plant.
That's where we find ourselves. That's kind of government we find ourselves in. That's kind of country we live in, where impunity is being rewarded. Yeah, I'm not holding brief for these Yahoo boys, but you see them on every other day, their faces have been shown on TV, they've been arrested, they've been incarcerated. But the main Yahoo men, that doesn't seem to
in fact, an EFCC operative had to break down a so-called Yahoo Boys home, 3 a.m. in the night.
So, I honestly, I don't, as I said earlier, I don't hold brief for them. I don't actually blame them, because now they are seeing these people on highly exotic cars, on these government officials living above their means, being celebrated by the communities. And don't just blame government, let's blame ourselves. We celebrate this evil. You see a man that has been elected into office, that lives in a flat, suddenly having a mansion in London, not even just Nigeria, and come to take chieftaincy title. We don't ask questions anymore. We allow everything to slide. So Peter Obi, for crying out loud, is a man that I supported. I'll keep supporting him. When he talks, he speaks his facts. APC, if Nigeria works, it works for all of us. Look at what he's saying. He's not trying to bring this government down. He's looking for a better Nigeria. Honestly, if this government works, it is working for everyone. We want a better Nigeria. We don't care who is there. Tinubu,
or whether it's Christian, Muslim.
We don't care. They say they're Yahoo boys in their cabinets. I beg, look inside them all. Look inside them all. Let's help Nigerians.
Yes. Philip, where do we go from here? What will you advise the ruling government? Because most of the time, especially on Peter's case, that's Peter Obi, they jump on his case, especially when he speaks.
You know, you see, I feel sorry for the ruling party, because what they do when they panic after Obi speaks is to make Obi more popular and stronger. So if I had to advise them, they should listen to Obi and go back to their drawing board and see how they can make Nigeria work. Because the more they try to attack Obi and bring down his person, the more the man blossom, the more the Nigerian people believe more in him, the more the Nigerian people yearn for him to comfort, to rule them, to be their president. So, I think the APC is in a panic mood when Obi speaks, and it's not good for them, especially as 2027 is by the corner. Because when they panic and they make these utterances before the public, they anger the society more, and that takes them far off from the people and bring Obi nearer to the people and make Obi to be more favored by the masses. So the APC government and their spokesperson and all of that, they should look inward. They should look at what any opposition is saying and see it as an expo to work with to better their regime, so that just maybe they can continue in power.
So to speak, the chief executive officer of this country of us at the moment now is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's the president and commander-in-chief of the Nigeria Armed Forces.
Yes.
It looks as if he's not hands-on in his duties as president. I can make some excuses. The Tinubu we had in Lagos in 1999 to 2006 or thereabout, or 7, is not the Tinubu of today. In Lagos, he was hands-on. So will he be able to monitor all these, his appointed staffs, so to speak, whether they are chief executive, whether they are ministers, whatever category that they are?
You know, the problem we have today with Tinubu is, you know, when you over-criticize the people before it comes to your turn, and by the time you get to your turn, you do nothing, then you become a problem to yourself. One of Tinubu's biggest problems is that he does not believe that he can work with anybody outside the Goshen. Imagine his former commissioner for works is now the MD of the Nigerian Railway Corporation. A lot of them everywhere. You see, he believes it's only the Lagosian that can do the job, which is wrong. So this is the height of nepotism and tribalism.
I bet to differ with you there. I don't have an issue with having Lagosians who work for government. The issue I have is that are they delivering?
That's where I was going.
I don't care whether you pick the person from the gutter.
Yes, no, we're not saying that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
What we are saying, he asked me a question whether if Tinubu can manage, these people he appointed. Tinubu, one of his critics, against Jonathan, he said it was a clueless governor, that he can't manage his people. That was the same statement he made against Buhari. So what are we seeing in his government? He has claimed to bring in the best hand from every part of Nigeria. If you want,
the best hands of Nigeria don't live in Lagos.
Yes.
Exactly. That's where I was going.
The best hands of Nigeria live all over Nigeria. Every nook and every cranny of Nigeria. We don't care whether they are Igbos or they are Yorubas or they are Ifik or they are whatever tribe they are or whatever religion.
And it was reflected in Jonathan's government. You have people from Lagos, from everywhere, and they were doing fantastic work.
Yes.
I can remember the commissioner for commerce and industry, Mr. Gagu. It was fantastic. The president of the African Development Bank from the west, and you have Ngozi Iweala from the east,
and he projected every Nigerian. Yes.
So you see, you don't need to monitor the people if you put the round peg in the round hole and the square peg in the square hole.
That's just it.
Yes. Well, we will stop it there. Maybe we'll take this story, maybe if it develops again or some other time. But what we are saying is that we are first Nigerians before we are Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Ijo, whatever we are. And also, there are no sacred cows that are spared when it has to do with corruption. We'll be right back on News Insight.